I'm Catalina Lopez, and I'm your host. Today is June 13th, 2024, and on today's episode of Throwback Thursday, we will be focusing on the eruptions of Mount St. Helens. Stay tuned for more information. Mount St. Helens erupted 5 major times from 1980 to 2008, but in today's episode, we will be focusing on the 90s and early 2000s eruptions. 57 people were killed and 200 homes were destroyed.
Thank you, Catalina, for handing it off to me. As you can see, I'm not at the eruption site because of obvious reasons, but we do have a live camera crew there taking a video and taking pictures of the eruption. As you can see behind me, the eruption is very massive. It is gonna probably very detrimental. This is a geographical view of Mount St. Helens, which is in the red circle. It is located 11 miles from the city of Cougar, Washington.
On December 7th, 1989 to January 6, 1990, Mount St. Helens erupted. The second major eruption led to devastating consequences. Approximately 10 million tons of carbon dioxide were released into the atmosphere in under 30 days. Let's take a closer look now. This eruption led to an earthquake which had a magnitude of 5.1 and it triggered a massive collapse of the north face of the mountain. It was the largest known debris avalanche in recorded history. The magma in St. Helens burst forth into a large-scale pyroclastic flow that flattened vegetation and buildings over an area of 230 square miles. The collapse of the northern flank of Mount St. Helens mixed with ice, snow, and water created volcanic mudflows. These mudflows led to the destruction of many bridges and lumber camps. A total of 3.9 million cubic yards of material were transported 17 miles south into the Columbia River by the mudflows. A quick sponsor by a popular 90s board game.
It's Hungry Hungry Hippos. First to gobble up the most marbles wins.
Hungry Hippos. We're hungry hippos. We love to feed our face. We're hungry hippos. We're in a leading race.
Today we will be talking about the eruption that happened on November 5th, 1990 to February 14th, 1991. This eruption was significantly different from the earlier eruption, a hot rock avalanche accompanied by little if any explosive activity generated a lithic pyroclastic flow and a granule snow flow. The deposit was essentially snow and water free near the dome. It was composed of entirely of ash to block size lithic material. The snowflow was fast moving. This led to the formation of 150 new lakes and caused disturbances to the landscape.
In this next segment, we will be discussing the 2004 eruption.
This is our main cameraman, Alex. He's at the eruption site right now, but the audio doesn't work, so he's not talking.
On October 1st, 2004, an explosion in the crater of Mount St. Helens sent ash and water vapor thousands of feet into the air. It was the dramatic beginning of an eruption that continued for the next 3+ years. The explosion fractured Crater Glacier and hurled rocks for at least 1/2 mile across the western half of the glacier. In November 2004, the eruption style changed from explosive to a slow extrusion of lava that over the course of the next 3 years built a lava dome that is visible in the crater today. The eruption ended in January of 2008.
This eruption was the first event to truly bring the health effects of volcano ash to the public's attention and led to more research on volcanoes around the globe. Hundreds of square miles were reduced to wasteland, causing over $1 billion in damage. Thousands of animals were killed, and Mount St. Helens was left with a crater on its north side.
Breaking news. I just got news report that the volcano is erupting right now. Let's take a look. Oh no, it's erupting.
Run! We are cutting this episode short because of technical difficulties.
These are your hosts signing off, Catalina Lopez
And Mishri Patel.
See you guys next week on Good Morning History.